Magandang gabi mga kaibigan, mga kababayan at mga kapatid. Isa po namang napakainit na isyu ng ating panahon, ang ating pag-uusapan ngayon. Ito po ay may kaugnayan sa vaccination ng mga presidential security groups na ayon sa mga kritiko ng Pangulo, ito di umano ay paglabag sa batas. Kaya dapat ay imbestigahan sa Senado kung paano ito nangyari. Katunayan, pati NBI dito ay mag-imbestiga na rin. At ang nakakagulat po na balita tungkol dito ay nagsalita ang Pangulo na kung pipilitin ng Senado na isumon ang PSD chief upang magsalaysay, ay hindi niya ito papayagan. At kung ipipilit ng Senado, ang sabi ng ating Pangulo ay magkakaroon ng constitutional crisis sapagkat siya mismo ang pupunta sa Senado para ipalabas o palabasin ang Chief of Presidential Security Groups. Bakit po magkakaroon ng constitutional crisis? Sapagkat po sa ilalim po ng saligang batas, ang Senado under the Constitution has the power to cite contempt anyone whom it summoned to testify before it during its inquiry or investigation in aid of legislation. So kapag nasa kapangyarihan po ng Senado ang isite ng contempt ang sino man na tumanggi na umattend sa hearing na kanilang pagpapatawag. At pag na-isite ng contempt yan, pwede pong ipakulong ng Senado at palalabasin lamang yan kung sinunod na niya ang kautusan ng Senado o ng Kongreso sa kanya. So, yan pong kapangyarihan ng Senado. Ngayon, bakit magkakaroon ng constitutional crisis? Sapagkat po, kapag hindi pinayagan ng Pangulo, si Durante, yung chief ng PSG, na umattend at ikukulong ito. So, sabi nga ng Pangulo, siya mismo ang pupunta doon. So, ibig sabihin, mayroon pong konfrontasyon ang executive and legislative department. Mag-aaway po sila. So, kaninong kapangyarihan ang mananaig? They being both equal and separate. So, ang tanong po natin dito, mayroon po bang basihan ang sinasabi ng Pangulo? Mayroon na pwede niyang pagbawalan si Durante na umattend? So, mayroon po. Sapagkat sa kalintulad po na kaso ng panahon ni Pangulong Macapagal Arroyo, GMA, ang Senado po ay nag-conduct ng investigation inquiry tungkol di umano sa dayaan sa Mindanao noong 2004 presidential election. At pinatawag ang mga generals para mag-testify. Meron pong isang general doon na hindi umattend sapagkat inutusan siya ng Pangulong Jamie na huwag dumalo sa hearing. So this man was cited for contempt as general. Dumating po ang kaso sa Supreme Court. And in that case, we remember that the Supreme Court said the President being the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces has the right to order any element of the armed forces being the Commander-in-Chief not to attend not to comply with the subpoena issued by Congress to testify before it upon ground of executive privilege, which the Supreme Court said inherent in the power of the executive department and its department, executive, legislative, and the Supreme Court. So, based on that decision, mayroon pong karapatan o kapangyarihan ng Pangulo na utusan si Durante not to testify before the Senate Hearing Committee. Kaya yun po sinasabi ni Pangulong Duterte na uutusan niya si Durante na huwag dumalo at kung pipilitin ng Senado at isasite ng contempt, siya mismo ang pupunta sa Senado para ilabas si Durante at that would be a constitutional crisis. Well, to our minds po, based on that case nung kay Pangulong TMA, meron pong basihan ang Pangulo sa pagsasabi niya. And that is a warning to the Senate na huwag ituloy yung kanilang plano na pilit na isomon o isumpina si Durante sapagkat ito ay hindi darating para maiwasan yung kahiyaan. Ngayon, kung pipilitin nila o ilitasi, pag pinilit po nila yan, it means that would be giving an opportunity for the President to proclaim a revolutionary government, which anyway we had been advocating before. Bakit opportunity yan? Sapagkat kung magkakagulo ang executive at legislative, the only recourse is to declare a revolutionary government so that the Constitution would in effect be ineffective and the President could manage the country as a revolutionary under a revolutionary government using his iron hand to manage the country. Sa tingin natin, mas maganda po yun para mapabilis yung reform na gusto nating i-implement. But anyway, kung ayaw ng Senado na dumating sa ganun because they would be the loser, well, ito nilang gawin yung pilitin at padaluhin sa Senado si Durante. Because the word of the President to that effect is a warning to them. Na huwag ko nang ituloy yan, otherwise ganito mangyayari. So yan po yung isang issue dyan. Ngayon, another issue which is more important to talk about relative to this. Is it illegal or immoral for the PSG to have been vaccinated without prior approval of the Food and Drugs Administration? Bawal ba? Illegal ba? Immoral ba? Yung ginawang pagpapabakuna ng PSG ng isang vaccine against COVID-19 without prior approval of the FDA? The answer is no. Hindi po. Bakit? Sapagkat yung batas po na nagsasabi na anumang vaccine na dapat gamitin sa Pilipinas ay merong approval ang DFA is to ensure the public health. Yun po ang purpose. The DFA is an agency designated to ensure that any food, drugs to be administered to the public should be safe, kasi nasuri na nila ng maayos, napatunayan na nila na safety. That is the purpose of the law. No, nothing else. Now, the PSD, nagpa-vaccinate sila. They have been vaccinated without prior approval of the DFA. Mali ba yun? Illegal ba yun? Bawal ba yun? Hindi po. Bakit? Sapagkat wala namang nilabag na batas ang PSG. Bakit wala pong nilabag? Kasi ang misyon ng PSG is to protect the life of the president from all danger. At itong COVID-19 is very dangerous, highly communicable. Pag mayroon na contaminate na isang PSG element, then it is most probably na lahat sila ma-contaminate, and in effect they would become contaminating the president. So ang PSG is duty bound to do everything within their means to protect the president. And if to its judgment, the only way of protecting the life of the president, considering this COVID pandemic, is to have them vaccinated, then they must do it. And it is in compliance with their mission, with their duty, about duty to protect the life of the president. Even if there is no prior approval of the FDA, yes. Sapagkat kung kakailanganin po sa bagay na ito ang approval ng DFA, it means that the mission of protecting the life of the president from this highly communicable COVID-19 pandemic would depend upon the decision of the FDA, which cannot be. Bakit po? Ang FDA, para masigurado na safe ang vaccine, maraming kinokonsidera. They are considering, before they approve any vaccine for use by the public, number 1, its effectivity. Number 2, its availability. Number 3, affordability. Sa dami nag-a-apply ng mga vaccines, they have to examine all of these things. So it will take time for the FDA to come up with an approval. And the PSG could not wait. Why? Because the life of the president is at stake. Magkaiba ang misyon ng dalawang ahinsang ito. Ang FDA to ensure that the public will be safe, will have a vaccine that is safe, affordable, and available. But the PSD, all their concern is to protect the president in every way they could. And if they judge that if to their judgment, this vaccination from wherever source is the only way to protect the president, then they could just do it. They could just do it. Kahit walang approval. Even if the FDA did not say first that it should be safe, it is. Because the PSG had to risk their lives in order to protect the president. So, hindi nila kailangan siguro ng safety yan. For assurance from the FDA. Kung sa tingin nila, okay to. Ngayon, kung experimental to sa atin, so be it. Ang mahalaga, maprotektahan natin ang Pangulo. So, hindi po bawal yun. Ang bawal po dyan, kung yung katulad ng ginawa ng Digback siya, hindi pa tapos sa clinical trial, binili na what millions ang public funds, then dahil nandyan na, ipaturok mo sa mga public school children, risking the lives of the minors against their will even. Itong sa PSA, voluntary on their part to have them vaccinated in order to comply with their mission of protecting the life of the president. So what is wrong with it? Ang masama niya kung ibininta nila sa publiko. Ang tanong po, bakit kung sanay baksa ito, mga kritiko na to si Pangilinan, si Ontiveros, si Drilon, lahat ng senador na yan na nagre-reklamo, ba't hindi sila kumibo noon? Yun talagang maliwanag na illegal at immoral. Illogical yung ginawa sa baksa. Pagkatapos, para maipanalo nila ang kaso, ito si Angara at si Drilon, tinanggalan ng budget ang Forensic Division ng Public Attorney's Office para hindi makapag-testify sa court. Without this forensic people of the PAO testifying to the effect that the cause of death of the Dingbaksya victims were really the vaccination that was administered to them, pwede pong ma-dismiss ang kaso. And the best way of making these people not to testify before the court is to abolish their office by not allocating a budget for the purpose. Kaya ikaw, Drilon, mayabang ka. Ikaw ang gara. Ito pa si Gordon. Sabi ni Gordon, kahit ba maganda yung intention dyan, but still di violated the law, so dapat managot pa rin. Ang bobo mo, pare ko. Masyado kang literal. Ito sinasabi ng ating Pangulo that in every role there is an exception. Exempted dito ang PSG sa batas because the purpose of the law is to protect the public health. Bago gumamit ng vaccine by obtaining first the certification issued by the FDA that the vaccine being used is safe for the public. Pero itong PSG as an agency of the government, their mission is to protect the life of the president. So, in the protection of the life of the president, they could not depend upon the decision of the FDA kung kailan sila maglalabas ng kanilang decision na itong vaccine na ito ay safe. Kung tumagal yan ng isang taon sa dami ng kanilang ini-examine, ibig sabihin, isang taon din na walang gagawin ang PSG kahit alam nilang ito ang pinakamapanganib na aspeto against the life of the president, itong COVID-19. Kalukuhan yan. Pagkabobo mo, Gordon. Natuloy nang sabi mo pa kasi lawyer ako sa lawyer. No matter how good the intention is, but they violated the law, so still it is a violation of the law. Sasabihin pa kasi yung iba, selective yung application ng batas. So si Keiko, isa pa rin to. Pag PSG, privilege. Pag ganito ka, pwede ka palang gumamit ng kahit walang prior approval dahil kayo mga well-privileged. You are just making politics with the issue. Pinalalaki nyo. Gusto nyo, you are projecting to the public that the president is that selective, that the president is katulad ng pag mayaman ka pala, pwede ka palang bumili ng gamot sa Amerika. Kasi kaya mo. Paano pag mahirap ka? At ang sinasabi pa ng iba, hindi naman yan priority list eh. Kasi ang priority list, frontliners, senior citizens, tapos yung paano susundin yung priority list? Wala pang inilalabas ang FDA na pwedeng gamitin vaccine. So, that cannot be applied. Kung in-apply niya yung vaccine na ginamit sa PSG, itinurok sa senior citizen at sa frontliners, yun ang illegal. Yun ang immoral. Matutulad sa Dingvax yan. Na hindi pa tapos ang clinical trial, wala pang approval ang FDA, ginamit nyo na. Bakit? Nagmamadalik yung bilhin para kumita kayo makakurakot. At dahil nandyan na, gamitin na lang kahit alam nyo na mapanganib sa kalusugan ng mga school children, mga public school children. Pero tapos hindi kayo kumibo noon. Dahil kapartido nyo, si Noynoy Aquino, mga bugo kayo eh. Ito, sa PSG, yung vaccination sa PSG, walang ginawang paglabag ng batas yan. Walang ginawang immoral dyan. Bakit? Kasi ginawa lang nila yung kanilang tungkulin na protektahan ng Pangulo. Is the law, which is a general in character, applicable to them? No. It is not. Bakit? Sapagkat what's applicable upon their mission is to do everything possible to protect the president. So itong FDA na to, hindi pa makapag-decide kung alin vaccine sila. Meron na sila nakita na pwede na to. Ngayon kung wala pa mang approval, let us risk just to protect the president. That's heroism even. Dapat natin pasalamatan. Una, hindi sila natakot na isugal ang buhay nila. Yun naman talaga ang tungkulin nila. At dapat naman talaga gawin nila. Tapos yun, parurusahan nyo. Tarantado. Samantala yung Dingvax na napakaliwanag, wala kayong ginawa. Sa totoo lang kasi, gusto nyo lang gumawa ng issue, palakihin yung issue na yan. Na wala namang malisya, wala namang illegal dyan. You inject upon the public minds na illegal yung ginawa ng presidente, na special treatment ng PSD. Well, assuming special talaga in the sense na dapat talaga gumawa sila ng mga bagay in order to protect the life of the president, even to the risks of their own lives. Tungkulin nila yon, nauulit natin. At sila ay voluntaryong nagpaturok. Ang masama niyan, kung ayaw nila na pinilit sila. Anyway, if the chief of the PSD, Durante, deemed it proper and necessary that they should have, yung ayaw, edi umalis sa PSD. Kasi, kung sinabi ba naman ng chief, lahat ng PSD magpaturok, meron duwag, ayoko. Di pa naman yan inaprubahan ng FDA. O di ko, ayaw mo magpaturok, di alis ka dito. Balik ka sa mother unit mo. Kasi dito, hindi po pwede yung walang bakuna. What is bad with it? Wala. So, inaulit po natin itong mga senador. Una po, may warning ng ating Pangulo. Sinabi niya, I will not allow Durante to attend to testify before the Senate hearing. So, wag nyo na pong ipilit, mga senador. Hindi pwede ang yabang nyo. Sapagkat pag pinilit niyan at hindi darating because there is a standing order na to attend, you cited him in contempt, and in effect, ipa-aresto nyo sa sergeant at arms nyo. O edi, at pumunta doon ang Pangulo at kunin niya, ay na magkakabarilan kayo. Constitutional crisis nga yan. Ngayon, pag mayroong constitutional crisis, inuulit po natin, it would be an opportunity as the last recourse for the President to proclaim a revolutionary government. Pag nagdeklara ng revolutionary government, abolish ang Congress. President would be managing it like Marcos during his martial law time. So, kung ako po sa inyo, na-advise po natin ito sa inyo, ay tigil nyo na yung pamumulitika nyo sa isyong ito. Wala pong mangyayari. Lahat lamang tayo dito mapapahamak. Mas maraming problema na dapat yung pag-ukulan. Doon na kayo magsumentro. Marami pa po tayong mga dapat na mas mahalagang isyu na dapat pag-usapan. Itong vaccination sa PSG, wala pong kwenta to, hindi sangkot dito ang general public. Only the PSG ang sangkot dito na kanila namang tungkulin yan. So in other words, it's not worth wasting time. It is not worth discussing within the Senate. Kasi una, nandiyan yan. Pangalawa, it is just a matter of compliance of their compliance with their duty to protect the President. And there's nothing bad with it. Assuming may batas na gano'n. Sabi nga ng ating Pangulo, na totoo naman, in every rule there is an exception. So the exception of this law is the PSD case. Vaccinating themselves with the vaccine that is not priorly approved by the FDA. That is an exception to the rule because we cannot wait. The PSD cannot wait the FDA to approve a vaccine in order to protect the life of the President. The PSD is an independent body, independent from the FDA. So, the action of the PSD cannot depend upon the decision of the FDA. Magkaiba po yun. Yung purpose of the law is to help to ensure the public health, that the only vaccine that can be administered upon the public is one that is priorly approved by the FDA in order to ensure that Dingbaxia could not be repeated. Itong PSD exempted to kasi meron po silang unique duty of protecting the President which cannot wait upon the decision of any agency in the government. Hindi po silang pwede maghintay ng desisyon ng ibang opisina ng gobyerno dahil lamang o para maprotektahan ang buhay ng ating Pangulo. Inuulit po natin yan. Itong mga isyu na ito, ang paniniwala po natin pinalalaki lang ng mga politiko, ng mga kritiko ng ating Pangulo para ma-inject, ma-convey, ma-project sa publiko na ganito kasama ang ating Pangulo na hindi naman po totoo. Kaya nasabi ng iba ay kasi privilege, tinitingnan nilang privilege. Imagine, nauna pa kaysa priority list. Tama lang po na hindi paggamitin to sa mga senior citizens, sa mga frontliners, or any part of the public. Sapagkat hindi pa po, wala pang prior approval ang FDA. Pero kung PSD lang po ang gagamit for the purpose of protecting the life of the President, we repeat, there is nothing illegal or immoral with it. Magandang gabi po. Maraming salamat. And we request as a token of support for our listener to subscribe this YouTube channel, ang ating paninindigan sa napapanahong isyu ng lipunan. Muli, marami pong salamat.